Hey folks, Papa Boris here, playing some more Slice and Dice. Let's do our next run on hard here. Okay, we have done this one before, adding Goblin. The other three, however, are things we have not done. So bottom blank, add a Wisp to every fight, which is interesting because you get an extra mana for getting rid of the third HP of it, although some of these sides can be a pain to deal with. And then Monster Shields, we've talked about that. Now, the bottom being blank does often replace a pretty good side for a hero, but some heroes already have blanks in the bottom. There are some effects that let you use blanks, like the Bard's Else ability, for example, and there are items that replace blanks. So although it is tough to lose the bottom side, I feel like having a run where there's not just like crazy stuff happening on the board. You know, you can just take this and play the game and, you know, roll more blanks than usual. It's a hard curse, don't get me wrong, but I just want something that isn't like slapping me in the face with how awful it is the whole time. So we got a lot of mana here. Lost, wasted aside, unfortunately, which is kind of weird. I guess, yes, it's not that weird. We got bottom blank. So what is this? Ah, yes, 1 damage cleave and then a 1 damage poison. Okay, so we'll collect our mana here. I think... Oh gosh, we just don't do anything here. Okay, so I suppose I will Scorch just to hit an archer. That way, if I do get the Lost range side, I can finish this archer off. And then for Hemlock, I mean, whatever. We'll just burst that rat, because this rat is getting blocked. We got mana. Again, this is actually quite lucky because the Prodigy only had one side left. So that's good. Lost just wants to keep rolling this all day long. We got to take this to save the Prodigy. Oh, you rolled your blank side. Oh, that would have been a damage, but instead... Okay, so Lazy got lucky so we can get to kill that, and then we just murder these archers. Okay, I do like the Spellblade. Extra magic is nice. The Guardian is nice, but I think the Guardian loses a lot of power because one of these is on the bottom. So with the 2 blanks already here, feels like, you know, if we're gonna get a gray class, maybe the Bard, obviously, so we can use these as shield 1 cleanses. And if not the Bard, then someone that has all their sides full. So we'll take the Spellblade. All we're missing here is just one of these sides. Every other side has something on it. That's nice. We even get a new spell. You know me, I love spells. So let's try that. Okay, Prodigy is dying here, but Lazy actually rolled one of their sides, which is terrific. So we can save the Prodigy and let them be suicide. I have been getting really good rolls, to be perfectly frank. We keep rolling. Like, the Prodigy only has 2 things, and the fact that we've actually rolled them every single combat round so far is pretty fantastic. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is burst there. We're going to imbue here. Actually, I'm curious. If I do this and then imbue this, I'll do 4 damage, right? Yeah, okay. So I guess then we can Scorch. This is wasted, but it does damage that B. The Lazy can save you, and so now we just need a single damage. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good round. And it runs away. Great. Okay, you know me. I love spells. This is a pretty weak spell, but it is a level 1 item, so, you know, temper your expectations. I actually like the Anchor, because it interacts with a number of things. Obviously, if the enemy targets you, something like this, actually, where, you know, you're hitting one of these thorns, that is relevant. Spiky enemies, it's relevant. And if you get one of those like berserker classes that have pain sides. However, you can also heal too with the poultice. So this costs some mana, unlike these 2 shields, but you can use it whenever you need to. I think we'll take that. Use it whenever you need to. Any hero, well, then one of the nice things about the spell items is like any hero, you know, can equip them. It doesn't matter who has them equipped. Okay, what we're looking for here is to kill these thorns, but the Lazy only has 2 sides, so we're gonna keep that. Do I keep this? I think I will. It's just a way to save yourself, in case I don't manage to kill a thorn. All right, now we can actually kill a thorn. So we'll just let that happen. Oh, is that the bottom blank side? No, I don't get the 2 healing. Okay, so the way we kill this, remember, these are immune to abilities, is we imbue the Spellblade. We stick a shield on him. And I suppose we kill the thorn that's like You know what? I'm going to kill this one because this one's petrifying, which is super annoying. So we just actually kill that, even though it's doing less damage, because this one, yeah, it does 4 damage, but I also have the block. So it's like, fine. And then we have a mana left over. I guess we'll poultice, although maybe I should have bursted this. Oh, it just ran away. I don't understand this. Well, I mean, okay, I do understand it. This can give you sides if you're playing a hero with blanks on the right. So, like, I could be like, the Prodigy gets this. Haha! And we're fighting an extra bandit? An extra bandit? I mean, I guess it is a level 3 item, but Jesus. You know, we're gonna have to say no here because basically I would take this if I was confident that I could make the bandit flee. And I am not confident I can make the bandit flee. Pretty much the only way I can make a bandit flee is to get the wolf to 1 HP and hit it with this lazy. That's the only way. Add this, I guess. I could imbue this, and this would be 4 damage. So I have a total of 2 die sides that can make the bandit flee, and this is like the hardest early game fight. All right, I don't even know why I talked about it. It's not a bad strategy to just always decline. All right, well, if you get the bard and you're playing with basically any extra blanks, I think you just gotta take the bard. I don't know why you wouldn't. All right, this is awkward actually because, oh, well, Lazy's just been on top of his game. What I'm looking for here, perhaps not too surprisingly, is any kind of mana. So I can imbue this and put some poison on the alpha. There we go, terrific. And the Lazy saving the Prodigy. I gotta say, the dice have been pretty hot. So what we do here is we collect our mana. We're going to imbue this to get 2 poison going on the alpha. In fact, let's make it 3 poison. And then we save the Prodigy. And then we even have this. I guess we'll just do it on the person with the fewest HPs, which is also the Prodigy. Okay, the alpha summoning, I would need 7 damage. Seems a bit unlikely, but it's not impossible. These are all kind of whatever. The 1 mana is the Spellblade's worst side. Now, the Spellblade does have a blank, so I do have a 1 in 6 chance of just getting nothing here if I re-roll. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. It's not the end of the world, it's 1 mana. Okay, it actually happened. Oh, the re-roll from the Bard coming in clutch. Okay, you know what? We're in for a penny, in for a pound. We are gonna roll until it's done rolling. Okay, wow, we got the 3 damage from the Lazy, and I do believe that we can finish this off with bursts, so we don't have to deal with the summoning. Oh, and look at this, we even get that. The Gardener lives with 1 HP, had an extra shield to help it out if needed, and that was great. Spinach, turn 1, self-heal 3, or, oh, this thing. Oh, God. Okay, well, so we either take this or roll to try to get a tier 3 item. This is fine. It's basically something you can put on someone who died the previous combat, kind of like a retroactive wishbone, sort of. And it also works with items that give you blank HP. You know what? I'll take it. On another day, another time, I would have risked the tier 3 item. But here, you know, let's give it a shot. All right, this is an interesting configuration because this means that if you can overkill a goblin by, what the hell is up with these rolls? By 2 or more, then you can make the bandit flee. That could be done with an imbue on, I actually don't have anyone who deals 2 damage even. You can't imbue a spell. I don't have a spell that deals 2 damage. Well, I don't have a spell that deals 3 damage. You can't imbue a spell. So it's actually very difficult for me to make someone flee. Pretty much the only way is to roll this exact thing on the Lazy. Otherwise, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. So what we need to do here is we need to get to work on this bandit. Put some poison on for later. And I suppose we'll spend our else's. And then we need to try to kill the bandit and one of these goblins. Now, maybe I should have gone for the goblin because they have less HP, so they're easier to kill. Oh, that would have been smart, Boris. Ah, why don't you use your brain when playing this game? That's a novel strategy, isn't it? All right, so let's get some more poison on. Let's heal the Lazy a bit. We do have a little bit of a problem here with this Lazy. Okay, glad I re-rolled those blanks. Oh my God, there's a chance we actually rolled that side. Oh man, I should have really been damaging the goblin but luckily we actually just barely get there thanks to this imbue. Well, okay, I don't need to be fancy about it. We could just do that, and then this, and then everybody flees. Okay, got lucky on that one. We have an herbalist. Oh my god, I have a problem. I have a problem, and the problem is that I love Vine an unhealthy amount. I'm gonna take it. It's probably wrong, but I just love the Vine spell. It's kind of like this game's quad laser. It's just a situation. Now, Militia, okay, we're gonna be able to make both of them flee. Oh, because they're both targeting the same character, and my lazy actually rolled their one shield side. What is going on this game? Oh my god. I'm just flabbergasted by the amount of luck that I am having here. Okay, so we can do that. We can do this. We can go beep. And then that's that. And then why don't we imbue the poison and end the fight right here? In fact, we took no damage and did not take any negative effects and killed everything. Mana bomb. I hate this thing. Aegis. Shield 1 duplicates steel. Very interesting. So if you put a shield on this thing, then use it, then I think everybody gets the benefit? Or no, does the steel apply to everyone individually? It's interesting. I'm just gonna take a random. Droopy Hat, bonus HP, bonus stored mana. Well, it's a combo. So who do I want bonus HP? I guess my lowest HP character, and then we'll give him the spinach. So now we have a higher mana cap, and essentially, if I'm willing to use up both item slots, +2 HP on a character. Okay, strategy for this fight is really basic. We need to kill off these illusions as soon as possible. Got one for free. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared by how lucky I'm getting because, well, I've been getting pretty lucky. That was horrible rolling, I guess. Alrighty, so we do this, we do that, and we just pile on the lazy because they're just hitting the lazy with everything they've got. Okay, it was productive. We got rid of both illusions. We did not manage to damage the shades. So, you know, these are kind of annoying with their immunity pips. I don't know that poison is that effective against them, but we'll take it. Okay. So you are still dying. We have else though from the bard. Oh, they're just both targeting. Hold on. I'm gonna try this. I don't actually know how effective it is. But basically, it still gets the poison, and then it'll just die in a couple of turns. What is with this? Oh, because the rolling hit the character with the fewest HP. All right, this will actually kill that shade. The problem is, can I survive? I can go up to 3. Not quite. We need to roll a little bit of help here. You don't really have anything better than that, though. Well, no, you do, actually. Hold on. You can roll mana and then play vines. All right, well, this is 3 vines. My girl likes to vine all the time. There we go. Just barely got there. We kill this. I don't know if this is going to add poison to it or not. I don't think it really matters. It is poisoned. God, that lazy just took a beating. Okay, well, I do love Flick. Now, this loses some value when you have Vine. But still, it's 1 mana, deal 2 damage to a full HP enemy. And it'd be nice to upgrade the Prodigy. A Collector is a yellow class I'm not hugely in love with. It's like it doesn't have any defense, but it also doesn't have anything that great either. It's also not really good in this particular fight. I'm just gonna follow my heart and take the Jester. And now my lowest HP is the Lazy, so we'll give them the little combo of 2 HP. So Sarcophagus, you know me. I just don't try to kill it. I'm primarily concerned with getting rid of these gnolls and not dying. I am missing explosive damage right now with my party. I just don't have anyone who like hits hard. So we got this. I can flick this one. I can imbue this. We're getting close. In fact, let's just burst it to death. So now we are going to just pass here. So the null is going to be exerted. Sarcophagus will do something. Okay, murder a lazy, got it. And we're just trying to kill off this null. Now, this doesn't actually do anything, but none of your sides do anything, so we'll just pass that. Do I take regen? I don't think that's actually that great, because even if I heal you for 1, it's still not going to save you. Okay. Now, I think this allows me to get the kill with burst. Hold on, stop. Nope, be smart, Boris. We can flick for 2 and then finish it off. And then we else probably should have actually tried a little harder to make sure I had support for this lazy. Now, I really don't think I can do 12 damage plus a couple of extras, so we're just not even gonna bother. Let's just make sure no one's dying and then pass. All heroes and monsters plus 2, that gotta be terrible, doesn't it? That's just gotta be horrible. Chainmail, bonus HP, and then self-heal to the left side. Interesting, okay. Well, you know, let's just, I'm really tempted to take this. There are some, you know, tier 4 is where it starts to get pretty good. So there are some good tier 4 items that are, I'd rather have them than 3 HP, but there's also, you know, situational ones I'm not gonna care about. Let's just take 3 max HP. You just can't go wrong with having more HP in your party. So we'll put that there and call it a day. Okay, got a lot of bones here. The Fanatic, ideally we, you know, let it damage itself, but it's gonna be a little tough here to save this Bard. I am a little concerned. Oh Lord, what the hell is this? Okay, well, if I kill the bones, that, oh no, I can't kill the bones. I didn't roll enough damage to kill the bones. In fact, this was some weird nightmare roll scenario where I just cannot save that Bard. Right? No, I could do this and save the Bard and have the Herbalist die. Then I lose Vine. Flick kind of makes up for it a little bit. That was just a terrible roll. I mean, the fact that Spellblade rolled, I guess I shouldn't have rolled. I could have had like a mana. And if I'd had a mana from Spellblade, I actually could have killed these bones. So maybe that was my mistake, was re-rolling the 1 mana off the Spellblade. When you're playing with the bottom blank, you can't just say, hey, Spellblade has no blanks and roll to all eternity. Okay, well, now the Spellblade and Bard are dying. Now, the good news is that the Bard is getting hit by the Sniper whom I can't target. That's actually not good news, that's bad news. Oh dear, oh dear. Fine, I'll keep your mana. Oh my Lord, all right. Well, you know, this is the comeuppance for my good luck earlier. I actually still can't kill the bones, because no one, oh God, this is it. It's over. I can't save the Bard here. My Poultice was on the character who died. So if I had the Poultice spell, I could actually have saved the Bard, heal 2 for 1, and then Vine to bring it up above. But instead my Bard dies. So this is it. It's over. The round is over, and I probably was contributed to by the fact that my bottom sides were blank. Yeah, everyone's dying. I mean, I would need to roll some crazy stuff. Okay, Lazy decides to wake up and actually play the game for a second. That's cool. And we got this. Okay, so let's say I let the Fanatic die and just hope that I can somehow get there. So the idea is that we need to kill the bones to save the Jester. So let's try like I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but let's say we try to flick and imbue to generate mana off of the procedure. The Sniper I cannot get at, so this Spellblade is toast. Now, I could do this, and are we now able to save the Fanatic? Or the Lazy? See, the problem with killing these bones is it goes on the Jester. But the problem with killing these is I can't really do it efficiently. Man, I am 1 mana shy of bursting this bones, and then that would also kill the Sniper. Okay, so I think the correct play is that as inefficient as it is, I need to just kill this one to save the Lazy. Let the Spellblade die. And it's a little tight because the Lazy doesn't have a whole lot of sides, but if we could kill this bones by rolling some mana, granted it's not likely because the Jester has a bunch of blanks, then we could kill the bones and the Sniper would be close to dying, but instead we rolled blanks, and that's that. Thanks, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe. Well, I guess since it's only been 19 minutes, 20 minutes, we'll start over. And let's see what we got here. We got odd single use, so every side that has an odd number of pips is single use. Monster left +4, so when they do roll their left side, it's absolutely murderous. We got this thing, which we've talked about, and just one fewer reroll. I've actually won off camera with this, and I've won off camera with this as well. We'll try this one, see if I can make it happen on camera. Oh, God. It must have been my hero selection in that previous one. Like, I'm just trying to think about what the hell happened. I think it was hero selection, because I picked the Bard, I picked the Spellblade. I just didn't have a lot of damage, and I think that might have been my undoing. All right, I can do whatever I want here, because no one's dying. So I guess we'll do this. And I don't need to do anything else. We'll just pass. There's no point scorching, by the way, because Thorn is immune to abilities. Okay, this is going to be a little difficult to use, but I'll try it. There we go. Prodigy, rolling hot again. Okay, can I do this, and then kill the Thorn? No. Okay, well, what we'll do then, I mean, I have nothing better to do with the heal, I suppose, is we'll put a burst on you so I can do this. There. And then we have enough to burst down the rat. Great. All monsters, +6 max HP at the end of the 6th turn, kill all enemies. That's a lot of turns. 6? I mean, it is a way to try to beat the boss by just surviving, play some weird survival strategy. I'm not gonna do it. Let's just play a normal game here. Okay. Well, the world does have a lot of odd sides. I don't really understand the enchanter, but we'll try it. We'll try to get better at the game. Look for opportunities to flip so we swap sides or something. Spoiler alert, I'm not gonna do it at all. It's just not gonna happen. It is just not gonna happen. All right, what are you? Shield on self-heal. Okay. You only have, the Scoundrel is very bad. It only has 2 sides and they're both odd. That would be a good one to change. Okay, no one's dying, so I can do what I want here. If I could roll some mana for the Prodigy and cast a Scorch, that would let me damage these archers a bit. Although these bees have such small HP, I'm probably gonna end up just fighting my way through the bees and then killing the archers normally. Wow, lots of blanks. All right. Well, I knew I was gonna have to get a comeuppance at some point with the dice, because they were rolling so hot at the beginning of the previous run, and then they just turned into blanks. And I also made some bad decisions. I can't blame it all on the dice on that one. All right, so the bee is suiciding. It may be a little tough to withstand that. This is guilt. That would mean I die. Oh, I had something or other there that I didn't notice. This is a very good side, though. So we can save the Scoundrel. Holy crap. And that kills the bee. Scorch lets me, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter to be efficient when you can just kill everything. All right, what is this? Yes, healing becomes shields, retaining pips and keywords. Well, that would just mean that this, which is already a shield. Okay, so it doesn't actually do anything at the moment. I think we'll take the poultice because it could be useful right now, and I'd rather have something that's useful now than something that might be useful later. And even then, it's still not necessarily that useful. I gotta keep that because it's only one of the 2 sides the character has. And we got some mana. What are you? Add engage. Oh, that's pretty good. Sure. Okay, so we engage, and then this does 4 damage. What? Actually, no, it doesn't work. I was thinking I could do this first, but this would mean that the wolf doesn't have full HP, so it wouldn't actually do anything. Although it's still actually, no. It's better to do this. And then I guess we got mana so we can burst. I mean, this is totally fine. We're just gonna finish off this goblin, and then the other goblin will flee. This is the guilt side. Okay, so we can do that, and then we just need 2 more damage, please. There we go. Bursties. Gladiator. Not a lot of odd sides. I do like the Evoker, a love drop, but you know, the Evoker does have a lot of blanks, and then these are single use. We'll take the Gladiator. It's a good unit. Nice upgrade. And the worst side is like the side, that's the side I often will reroll anyways. It's just a damage most of the time. So I'm completely fine with it. We got our best side there, which is terrific. This is basically going to be shielding 2. Yeah, sure. That'll give the Gladiator 4 shield, so it will... I mean, it's not just shielding 2, it's actually shielding 4 because of the engage. So that kind of lets the Gladiator just dodge all the damage from the Troll. It's about as good of a use as I can imagine for the Enchanter's dice. Adding engage does nothing because the Troll's not at full HP. That's the best side. Oh, wow, we actually got the Scoundrel's 1 side, which is extremely good because it adds a damage to everything coming into the Troll here. I mean, that might even let me kill it. Yup, that made the difference. Good old spinach and needle again. I suppose we'll take the spinach again. It doesn't do anything at the moment, but maybe I should have rolled and tried to get a tier 3 item. Now, is there a way that I can make a bandit flee? No, no one can do 3 damage. It's really narrow. It would need to be like this side, making it vulnerable, and then 2 damage when the bandit is at 1 HP. I mean, that is extremely finicky. So, most likely, we are going to be doing this natural-like. Now, I could keep the rightmost side for the Scoundrel and flip it to the, you know, thing. It's just a lot to keep track of. Okay, so we'll do that. Keep on going for that bandit. That Scoundrel does need some help. They're getting poison 2'd. Okay, I should keep an eye. If the Scoundrel rolls this blank, I can flip it to turn it into that, and then actually make this overkill this bandit. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Is it that one? It's not that one. All right, then. So we got to try to save the Scoundrel. The Scoundrel is really getting hurt, although it's not as bad as it looks because that bandit was doing 2 more poison. So it's only 2 poison instead of 4. In fact, I shouldn't even be putting shields on that Scoundrel. We'll heal. Oh, hold on. Well, there's not enough. I'm 1 mana shy of being able to burst it down, but we can save you with a burst. And then just do 4 damage to the bandit, hopefully, and call it a day. 2 damage, just in case. Ah, wow, we actually rolled that side. Well, all's well that ends well. The Dabbler. Okay, your best side is odd. Glacia I like a lot, but a lot of odd sides. So we'll take the Dabbler. It's a good upgrade because our Scoundrel is just like the crappiest class we have. The Scoundrel is just uniquely terrible when playing with this curse. Okay, adding engage. Sure, we'll do engage. This will do 4 damage. Although it's a bit of a weird thing because we want to be hitting these illusions. All right, got lucky and got mana. So Scorch lets me knock out both of those illusions, which is really strong. The 1 damage from the defender lets me get that illusion, which is very strong. You can do this, and let's get to work on the golem. No one was dying, so I had the luxury of just knocking off these shields. The golem didn't end up rolling these steel sides, but they can be really devastating if you leave them alone. Now this is actually 2 damage against the golem, so I don't need this engage side. I guess I'll keep a damage because we have the luxury to. Best side, and a blank. Okay. Now we get to work on the militia. 2 different ways. I can do 5 damage or put 5 shield on top of the prodigy. So since that's an option, we'll just do that. Heat, 3 to all allies with shields and cleanse. Oh, okay. I like this versus this random thing. We'll take the heat. So basically, if we can get the Bard, who has that side that gives everybody 1 shield, then that will turn this into a heal 3 to everyone and cleanse 3 to everyone, which is really, really strong. Okay. If I go after this barrel, it'll kill these snakes, but the defender will still die because the defender is being targeted by these other 2 snakes. So I think I'm gonna just keep that, because this way I can have the defender save themselves and still maybe go after this barrel if I want. Okay, this does actually very little because the gladiator is not being targeted. All it really does is help the prodigy save 1 damage. Okay, the defender is just getting whomped. So I think what I need to do is I need to kill one of these snakes. There's just, I think, no way that letting the defender take 4 poison in order to kill 2 other snakes was worth it. I mean, maybe then be like, well, then you just have 2 snakes to kill. That's reasonable, I suppose. Now, again, the problem with killing the barrel is that if I kill the barrel, this snake kills my prodigy. But I think we probably still go for that because I can save the prodigy with my other dice. And I can even heat to get rid of the poison. Or I could just play burst over and over till the snake dies. You know, different options. You know what? Oh no, I would have re-rolled it. I just don't like the generated heroes, so we're gonna say no. But if I could have re-rolled this to a different red hero, like my beloved gardener or herbalist or whoever has the vine spell, I would have done it. All right, Warden has 2 odd sides. They're not their best sides. I just don't like the Myco though. Also, this is extremely anti-synergistic. They got these 2 growth sides that disappear after they're used the first time, and then these are the decays. Okay, I don't like it. Well, we're gonna take Warden. I'm not in love with it. Actually, I'm gonna take a random. Warden is fine, but it'd be nice to have a chance to get a Bard because it synergizes so well with our heat spell. We got a Monk. Well, this is the problem with rolling random. All their sides are single use except for this 1 cleanse. So it's a little scary. Okay, we got this fight again. Same strategy as usual. We're just gonna try to kill the gnolls and let the sarcophagus run. I'm not gonna kill myself trying to get an extra item. Let's actually just do this and that. And then we could kill a gnoll, and I think we shall kill a gnoll. Just 1 bit of damage at a time. There we go. So the other one is exhausted now. We just get to see what the sarcophagus is doing, and as long as we can handle it, which we can because it targeted a high HP character, we can just focus everything on killing the gnoll. Well, you can maybe heal yourself for the future. That might be useful. You can do 4 damage and 1 shot. Okay, well, that's interesting because now we actually could try killing the sarcophagus since we were able to do this so efficiently. Main issue, of course, is... No, that's wrong. I need to actually do this. Oh, that didn't do much. Yeah, it's still better, I think, than the alternative. So I have 1 more turn to, it's just, I don't know. I've done it before, but it's just hard. If I had like the vine spell maybe, then I could have like vined away these difficult HPs and been good. As it is, we're not gonna get there. I mean, there's just not even a point. I mean, I have nothing to do with my mana. I suppose I should like poultice and I mean, this is just weird. I suppose we like do this and heat for a heal. So we just gotta fight a couple of bones. It's not necessarily annoying that the sarcophagus summoned bones before running away, because had it been doing an actual attack, it's possible that that attack would have been more annoying to deal with. Eggshell, add 0 to all sides. All other keywords see colored and as 0. It's like if you have other keywords that are bad. I don't get it. Sorry, but we'll just take this. I like Hex. I think it's a fun spell to have. It lets you bypass some pretty difficult enemies. Keep in mind you can only use it once, but you know, once is enough. Like these quartz, I do 1 damage and then I hex it. In fact, I have that already. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, well, okay, so I was thinking if I do this, it hits each of them for 1, and then I can hex to kill one. Like this one. And then we can kill this bone. And I am 1 damage off from killing this with a burst, but no one's dying, so I'm fine with this. Wow, Hex is already making itself quite useful there. All right, so this is 2. And I don't have a flick or a vine, so I can't finish it off then. But that's 1, perfect. And you even got your 1 side that has mana, terrific. Okay, so why don't we do 2, then 1, then 2. Jester. Well, I do love the Jester. Gotta love that flick. What is this? This is the Zap. I do love Zap as well. Now, you have these 2 sides that are single use. These, I think, are not... Oh, they are? What? Why? Oh, because these come with single use. So everything is single use here, and the Jester is kind of even worse because these are single use to begin with, and then this reroll is single use, and then that 3 mana is single use. At least the Sparky has this, which is reusable. Neither of these is actually all that great. I'm gonna take a random. We got Caldera, which is okay. We have 2 sides that are repeatable, and a spell that I'm fine with. Heat. It is a little sad that the bread and butter sides of the Caldera are single use though. Okay, so we got Graves, they summon bones every round. So we should try to kill them, although this doesn't even hit a grave. This is where I really wish I had something like Vine so that I could just vine down these graves. Okay, admittedly, this is a good roll here. The engage lets me one-shot the shade. And then unfortunately, we're gonna have to just deal with these graves, summoning tons of bones. Now, there is a cool thing. I love the grave. It's a very well-designed enemy because if you fail to kill it, the bones do splash damage, and the splash damage is great against the grave. So you can just fight the bones, quote-unquote, fairly and be pretty okay. This doesn't really accomplish much, but whatever. So we'll splash damage there, and I have a ton of mana, so we'll... Wait, do I have this? Yeah, I should be using that. So we Scald. That should do a lot of damage. Blarp. Wow, that was pretty good. Okay. So 1 more bones, and that'll splash kill the grave, so we... it's over. I mean, it would be remarkable if I failed to find 4 damage. Early Grave. Pain and cantrip to all sides with 3... God, okay, this is good if you have that thimble that prevents you from taking damage on your turn. Otherwise, I don't know, it seems suicidal. And the Bag of Holding, if one character has a bunch of items. These are not that great. I don't want tier 3 items, though. Ugh. So either I fish for a very, very, very specific synergy, which otherwise just is screwed, or I take this mediocre item, which at the moment is not that great because I don't have anybody like stacking items. All the items I have taken have been spells, and spells can move around. So this is mostly just plus 2 HP. I guess I'll put it on the character that has these redirects. Otherwise, that was not a great roll. Okay, I'm happy there's a carrier because it's gonna poison these golems. I'm not happy that both freaking golems rolled their steel side. Okay, well, I mean, this sucks a giant bag of dicks. Let's see, do I do this to add self-shield to like give 2? No, it's, eh. Well, I got 2 blanks instead. Okay, so my goal here is I need to... maybe this will actually let me do it. I get 2 shields, I lower its shields by 2, and that reduces its incoming damage. So there's a world where I can actually maybe stop this. Heat would cleanse the poison. No, that's better to use later. I think this sucks, but I think I'm just gonna like brute force. We'll hit the golem like this. That takes 2 damage off the monk. So the Gladiator and Monk are both dying next turn to poison. But so are the golems. So if they could just maybe not roll their steel sides. Thanks. I mean, still 5 damage. Oh, God, everyone's dying. All right, all right, all right, all right. So what we need here is we need shields. We need shields. Does this do as good of a job as a shield? Let's see. I can probably just kill this carrier or this carrier with a hex. So it's like everyone's targeting. There's 2 on orange, 2 on red, and then these 2 are dying of poison. Like the enemies didn't even do me the honor of going after the people who are already dying of poison. If I could get shields and cast heat, that would save everyone but the enchanter. All right, well, that's 1 shield. I think crazy as it is, I'm really gonna try to roll for shields here. That's a shield, okay. And then that's a heal, which does save the monk or gladiator, so fine, we'll keep that. And then that. Okay, that's just 2 damage. It doesn't kill the golem, it's 1 damage off. Okay, so if I do this, that saves the gladiator. And if I do this, it saves the monk. Though I don't need to spend mana for that. I could just heal there. Okay, so these 2 are saved. So these 2 are dying now. I hex. That's not the hex spell. I hex. That's not the hex. Where the hell's my hex? That's my hex. I hex this one. Saves the enchanter. And then... Is there a world where I save this dabbler? I'm 1 mana off from the other burst I would have needed to save the dabbler. Okay, dabbler's gonna die. There might be some way to optimize it, but I don't see what it is. As it is, we're just gonna content ourselves with the fact that the dabbler's the only one who dies. Yeah, there's no heat mana. Maybe there was some optimized way of doing it, but I'm lazy. So we got everyone to die. Carrier really helped me out by poisoning those golems. And now we got Paladin. Okay, so Paladin has 2 single-use sides, a lot of hits, and a cleanse. I mean, it's okay, which is what I would probably normally take here, because I do love this spell. This is a really good spell, but everything is single-use, literally everything. So we'll take the Paladin here. And we need to put the spinach on the dabbler, who was damaged. Now, I took this off of the Paladin because the Paladin doesn't redirect anymore, so I don't think I necessarily need the Paladin to have bonus HP. I might as well just give bonus HP to someone else. In fact, let's just do it to maybe someone who has less HP to start with. Keep the HP balanced. Okay, this is actually pretty good. The Paladin has a bunch of these big axe sides, and that's good for me because it means that I can one-shot all the bones since the Lich is hiding in the back. This actually lets me one-shot 2, but I can actually kill all the bones here. Oh boy. 1 down. 2 down. Okay, I did it wrong. Actually, hold on, there's a bit of a puzzle here. I need to use the engage sides first. Right, so if we do this, and then we do this, we waste 1 of the damage, but I think that's fine. I think trying to avoid that is more complicated than what I have patience for. I should be careful watching the Lich. I need to try to make it so that the Lich gets to 6 HP so that I can kill it with the Hex. It'd be nice if the Paladin could actually roll the damage side. Thank you! Okay, so now we kill a bones here. And it's a little awkward because I don't actually have a way of doing exactly 1 damage. This does 2 damage to everyone. That, and that, I guess, feels efficient. Everyone's going to be weakened now, which is a little annoying. We're summoning some more bones, which I'm completely fine with. Okay, I don't see a need to use this. This does nothing. We'll take that. Notice it has single use. So the die side itself has single use. Changing the pips to be an even number doesn't affect that. Okay, I think this is fine. It'll hit the Lich and summon another bone. And sure, we'll have you heal for 3. Oops, that's not right. So we hit that bones there, then we whack you there. 2 more damage to the Lich and I can hex it. And that's it. This is actually really great. So we have a bunch of bones out, but no one's weakened anymore. Okay, they'll be weakened the next turn, but that's fine. We can just focus this turn on killing the bones. That's one down, that's one down. That is half of one down. There we go, that's the burst for the other one. And engage. All right, so we can do this. I'm gonna actually not hit this bones. I wanna hit this one so that this one is still ready to die to an engage side. Although, actually, I think... Oh, well, okay. So we do this. The engaged ended up not mattering, basically, because now we use the mana to hex. That's not the button! Where the hell's hex? There it is. Demonic deal. Pain plus 2 pips to all sides. Again, if I had the thing that makes you immune to damage, blah, blah, blah. So, Ocular Amulet, plus 1 pip to left side. I mean, it's fine. That is good for a number of things. I could make this do 6 damage, but I think that's a little bit greedy because it, you know, it doesn't necessarily do anything if I don't roll it when the monsters are at full HP. I'll take a safe side. We'll just do this. It's just an extra healing and an extra mana. Completely fine. This is a tough group of folks, actually. I don't have a good way of dealing with snipers. I don't have range damage, and my Scald spell only applies to damaged enemies. But that'll hit a snake and mostly kill it. And then this is a bunch of damage. Should I try to roll for mana? I mean, I could. If that was like my second roll, I probably wouldn't go for it. But if it's my first one, I'll try it. This is not effective. It doesn't let the enchanter save herself. Okay, we'll keep that now. It's 3 damage. And then you still keep getting this uselessness. Okay, well, that, I guess, will go on the Dabbler, who's taking the most damage. And you just... Why don't you just kill a Thorn? You just take the... You know what? Hold on. If I'm doing that, then I really should just do this to block all that incoming damage from the Thorn. Now we can do this and that. And I don't have enough mana to do a Scald to kill these. If I kill a snake, does that save the enchanter? It doesn't. Oh man, this is annoying. Okay, so what that means is that I don't think I can actually kill the Thorn this turn. I think that we need to... Wait, which means I'm not doing that. I think we need to go back to plan A. So we do that, and then we just, we need to kill both of these snakes. So it's kind of a wasted thing here, but I just need both snakes to die. You lost that and that, which is okay. Still have a very high chance of rolling a big old axe. This actually kills a Thorn, which I'm completely fine with. This saves the enchanter. I could keep rolling for axes because I can also save the enchanter by just axing them a question, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I think we're fine here because well, now we're very fine, but the gladiator hasn't taken any damage, so we could just do that. And oh, this is very nice. Yippity-doo-doo. Okay, we got the Dabblist, who is normally a fun class, except that a lot of their sides are odd. Which, you know, isn't the end of the world necessarily, but let's take a look at other options. Oh, hey, this stuff is almost all odd, too. Do we roll the dice on a random tier 3, which might also have tons of odd sides? Sure. It's Bash. It's all odd. Okay, well, great. Now, let's take the spinach off, because no one's actually damaged. And hope we roll this particular side a whole bunch of times. All right, I don't think I need this. Well, can I stun someone? It would need to just be 2 damage to the spiker. Sure, we'll do it. Actually, no, let's try to get an axe. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. We're hoping to roll an axe and have it do 8 damage to one of these guys. Yeah. Should it be the Cyclops? I think so, because that stuns it. And then we can burst and stun the... I mean, we can burst twice. I was looking at the wrong character. Bash is at 10, Paladin's at 11. Well, we stunned them both, took no damage, did a bunch of damage to them. I think I'm pretty happy with that turn. And now we can just do a ton of damage. Get some mana. I don't think Enchanter is really helping me with any of their sides, except for, I guess, the mana gain side. Okay, you rolled that, fine. So we're gonna do that. And, oh, this is also, these are all heavy sides. They just kind of alternate. It's kind of weird. Didn't actually kill anyone. It's possible I could have if I'd switched the order. But since no one was dying, I didn't feel like I had to worry that much about it. Okay, this should do it. Nope, it has to be this one first, and then this one. Shield, self-shield to all damage, that's nice. Charged in single use to top and bottom. Charged means +1 for each mana that we have. Okay. So what would that be? That would be like these are already single use, but now they do +1 for each of my mana. Pretty good. I could alternatively do this so that whenever the paladin does one of these axe hits, it self-shields him, which is pretty good, honestly. Yeah, let's take that. Let's just go for HP. I'm often using these. If I didn't have single use on everything, I'd obviously put it on the bash, because the bashes are bigger damage, but let's try this. This is a bit of a tough fight, because the Hydra eats up my heavy sides, and I'm not that likely to be able to do 5 damage, like a hit from everybody. I don't have a way to cheat the system particularly easy, like I don't have Vine or anything like that. Okay, so here, I think we're gonna stun the bandit. And we need to try to kill the snake. Oh, we cannot kill that snake. Oh, the snake is going after the paladin. Never mind. We need to just save the bash because the Hydra is doing that. Okay, so let's just put on some healing. Hold on. Is there a world where I could hex this bandit? It's at 7 HP if I hit it with the Caldera. Yeah, not exactly. Okay, so we'll do this. Oh, now I generate a mana that's kind of wasted. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the snake and we'll burst this bandit and then we'll look to hex the bandit next turn. We're just gonna ignore the Hydra and then try to roll a damage die on everybody or save up mana so we can burst once or twice and then finish the Hydra off with that. I'm just gonna be lazy. We're just gonna have the Dabbler save themselves. I'm not gonna think too much about it. And then let's do this and give the Hydra a big whack. Okay, it looks like we're just following this really weird line where we kill the Hydra fairly, I suppose. So we still are 1 mana away from hexing the bandit. Or I can take a weird line where I end up making the bandit flee by overkilling the snake. That's not impossible. Do I need this? No, I just want my axe. Didn't get my axe. Okay, well, we'll heal what we can. I know that I used that up and didn't have to. Oh, we just burst the bandit and then or hex the bandit and have burst for the snake. We finished it off with mana. All right, we got the Ludus, and the Ludus is a class I like. It's kind of a stupid class because all it does is damage, and that can sometimes put you in a bad position against enemies where you need, some sort of a bag of tricks approach. It also means I'm losing the Dabbler's mana, but that is only one side. And then the Shaman has these really anti-synergistic growth sides that unfortunately start off odd. If they would begin even, that would be much better. I do love Ritual. It's a really great spell. So I could just suck it up and take it in order to just have a way to cleanse. I'm going to take the Ludus. Follow my heart. It's probably bad because the class isn't that good. It only has 6 HP. But if we get an item that interacts with basic sides or basic damage or something that goes off of pips, it could be effective. Okay, Caldera is actually just straight up dying here. And I can't afford to put a shield on the bash for this to do great damage because we need to save the Caldera with the shield. All right, stun. Let's see. We kill the spider that's hitting the Caldera. We stun. Nah, there's no way I'm stunning Tarantus, is there? No, we're not even close. Okay, so I guess we stun that spider. And what? I'll hit Tarantus. I don't know. I didn't really see much point in hitting a spider. Guess we have some mana left over, and we'll get started here. Ludus will die here to Tarantus's kill the topmost enemy thing. We're summoning 2 spiders, which I can't avoid. I'll just keep whacking. It's fine. The enchanter is dying, so I do need to be a little bit careful, but we can kill a spider that's hurting the enchanter. This does nothing. Actually, this would basically be a damage. You know what? I'm just going to take it and use it as 1 damage, because it now lets me one-shot a spider. And that was fine. Like, I'm just happy to have had a damage. And now we can burst that spider to death. Caldera's about to bite it, but I'm hoping... Oh, no, there's no way. I was hoping I could kill the Tarantus with the Hex, but I forgot about the summoning spiders. Okay, 6 damage is great. This saves the Caldera. This is 6 damage to Tarantus. This lets me save the Caldera, so I can put a shield on the bash. So maybe I don't actually need that. Hold on. This saves the Caldera, so I can roll for my axe here. Or I could have this be like a 5 damage combo. Ah, he rolled a blank. Okay, well, let's see here. So we're going to do this. Ah, it's 1 damage too many. Oh, I don't have any mana for the Hex anyway, so haha, it doesn't actually matter. All right, so we're gonna just kill you. Hold on, quick check. Quick check. Can I use you to kill a spider? And then do this and then get lethal with this? Is that lethal? It's 1 off. Okay, never mind. Don't want to do that. So you do that. You save yourself. You one-shot a spider. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good turn. We're definitely going to win this fight. We have spinach for the Ludus to get back to full HP, I believe. And this is it. You know, I've been liking these Paladins 4 damage hits. It's been fine. Yeah, Ludus is going to be totally topped up. And we have trio to all damage sides, ×3 if it has the same pips as the 2 previous dice. Oh, God. I mean, it's cool if, like, this could do 12 damage because I played 2 4-pip sides beforehand. But, I mean, it's just difficult to pull that off. We have garbage for the random, so I guess we're taking Bullseye, though I'm not that thrilled about it. I think we're just going after the Ludus here. Just have these do double damage against full HP enemies. I mean, you could put it on the bash, I suppose, but this is more flexible because you can target anyone you want with them. Okay, Golem, please don't roll your... You always you roll that. Okay, this is 8 damage that shears off all the shields. Good enough. This could be used to do 4 damage. I mean, what am I really waiting for with this? So we'll take it and hope that the Paladin or the Bash roll one of their good damage sides. Can you guys roll one of your good damage sides? There you go, guys. Good job. You did it. Can I kill a Basilisk? I can. At 1 shot's a Basilisk. This gets all the shields off the Golem. And I'm not a big fan of the fact that I have this stupid side that's only single use, but we'll just do that, and we'll save our mana. For the cause, I'm hoping to do a damage and then Hex. Although I guess if I one-shot them, that's also fine. Okay, this is 4 damage. This kills a Golem, so I'm gonna keep it for that reason. We'll do 4 damage to a Caw. And that's actually convenient. It lets me just have the Paladin save themselves. Although the Paladin was already gonna save themselves. They already have self-shield, but that's fine. Okay, here, if I do 2 damage, I lose the ability to Hex, but also, I guess I don't actually care. We can just kill them fairly. The Bash is waking up, and I'd be stunned if I can't do 8 damage here, even accounting for the fact that I have single-use sides. Is this enough? I think this is enough. Hip. Hip. Hooray. Okay, you know what? Fate has all even sides. I'm not a huge fan of this spell, but it's a red hero with 4 mana sides. They're all even. I'm taking it. +1 pip to left side. What do we want here? I guess I still keep it on this to make that 3. That still seems fine. It's just really high value side. I mean, this is like 7 damage instead of 6 is like kind of whatever. All right, tough fight here. The Banshee does 1 damage to everyone when you use an ability. The Chomp, of course, is the Chomp, and then the Troll regenerates. The troll also eats up all my heavy sides, which is kind of frustrating. Okay, do I want this just to whack the troll with? Or do I actually want to try to get, let's try to get my cleanse side. I feel like that's fine. It would be really convenient versus the Ludus, or on the Ludus. All right, hold on. Now we have 7. We can actually kill the Banshee and stop the poison that way. I hate hitting the troll, but it's okay. It's fine. So what we're going to do here is, it's a little bit inefficient, unfortunately, because I can't, I would like to hit it with 6 and, oh no, this actually works. Hold on. I hit the troll with this. That makes the Banshee and Chomp tied for the most HP. So first we hit the Banshee, then we hit it like that. Now everyone's fine. And we just collect our mana and protect our Caldera. Oh, we need to use this. Wow, we actually get to kill the troll. Hold up. Now you might say, but Papa Boris, wouldn't it have been better to save the Hex for the Chomp? Because the Chomp has all this annoying HP. Yeah, but I get rid of the troll, and with the Chomp being the only enemy on the table and my Ludus and Caldera at full HP, it's actually not really a problem. Let's actually just roll for the damage. There we go. Actually, this thing is dead. And that hits the Caldera, not the Ludus. Wow, that was about as well as that could go. Okay, we have ton of HP. Or the Boarhide Bracers. I feel like I get this choice a lot, and I always want to take the Boarhide Bracers, and then I regret that I didn't take the HP. I mean, it would be nice to do more. You know what? Let's just take the HP. Let's take the HP. We know that it's good. Who has the most HP? It's the Paladin. Great. Have 22 HP, please, Paladin. And then I guess you don't need this as much now, do you? So we'll have the Bash take it. Now you might say, wait, Papa Boris, why not leave that here? And then just put this on the Bash. It's just 2 less HP. Well, 1 less bonus HP. And then you can keep this where it's on reusable dice. And I'd say, you know what? That's a pretty good point, internet person. Pretty good point. You make a good case. Let's do it that way that you said. Okay, we have 2 people dying, so we have to be a little bit careful here. Stun. This is a tricky call, because if I roll the 7, I just one-shot the Caw. You know what I mean? So just stunning someone feels a little lackluster. Cleansing away, what am I cleansing? I'm cleansing away pain. That's actually a pretty good thing to cleanse. Or I could just kill these wisps. You know what? I'll keep that. I'll keep that. That saves somebody, gives 3 mana. I mean, that's totally fine. We'll keep that. But I'm going to try to roll for damage. All right, this is 10 damage, which one-shots a Caw. And if I target... No, neither of these Caws hits both the Ludus and the Fate. But I can... at least kill that one, and then try to do something else with someone. This actually lets me save the Fate or the Ludus. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Let's just try to get the big damage sides. Got the stun anyway. All right, so we're going to kill a Wisp. Like that. And then I'll stun. What am I stunning? Okay, let's take a look at my mana situation. I have 6 mana. If I could do 1 damage to a Caw so I could hex it, that would be terrific. But the Wisp has 5 HP and the Caw has 7, so my hex is kind of useless here. I don't have any Vine. This is a Poultice, not a Vine, tragically. What am I doing with the mana here? Well, I guess we'll just kill this Wisp, because I really just don't want to deal with the bones. So we'll stun. God, do I want to take 3 damage, or do I want to... I don't want this Bash to have pain. I'm actually just going to stun this Wisp, weird as that is, because I don't want the Bash to have pain, so that if I roll a big damage side next time, I can't use it. Okay, the Fanatic is at a terrible 7 HP, so I still can't hex it. Okay. Wisp is trying to summon bones, which I'm honestly fine with. This is 6 damage, not enough to kill a Caw. But it's close. We'll keep our mana. Okay, you finally rolled big damage, and you rolled that, which will save yourself. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is kill this Fanatic. It saves the Caldera. Now, you could say, but Boris, why not kill the Caw and save the Fate? Or kill this Caw, which saves the Caldera even harder, and let the Fanatic do damage to itself. Well, that's pretty smart. All right, we'll do that. Now we hit, oh, it has to be the Fanatic. I see. Well, okay, so what if I did this? So that's 6 damage. We hit the Fanatic. Now it's just the Fate who's dying, but if I do a Scald, it kills off the Caw. No. Yeah, I think that's fine. There might have been a better way of doing that, but this is fine. That Fanatic kills itself. This Fanatic is just gonna die to the bone splash damage as a point of fact, and then we just need 4 damage for the Wisp. Okay, I'm fine with it. Okay, apparently 4 damage for the bones is gonna be a little harder to come by than I thought, but we have enough through mana to do it. There we go. And there we go as well. Okay, so what is the situation here? Is it just this and that? This and that. All right, we're up against Hexia, which I'm a little scared of. So Hexia, remember, is the one that deals damage equal to the mana cost of any ability. And she summons demons. She deals a huge amount of Petrify and a huge amount of damage with Descend, so it targets the hero below her. Now, what are we taking here? Well, the Ghast has 2 single-use sides. The Weaken actually is pretty effective against Hexia because it can stop her from summoning demons, and it can reduce the amount of Petrify, which is something. The Warlock is self-damaging, which is a little bit weird because if you self-damage to generate mana and then you cast a spell and that also damages you from Hexia, it doesn't seem that effective. Blaze would be great for 13 damage, but I think that I'm gonna take the Ghast. I hate that I don't have anything to replace the left side, so you just have this and you die, but it seems better than the Warlock. Now, I could take a random tier 3, but then I could get something like the Sorcerer, which has just good mana generation, but it's all single-use sides, because the Sorcerer has the 1 mana cantrips. Yeah, let's take the Ghast, it's safer. And we, unfortunately, don't really get any mileage out of the Bag of Holding. This is just another spell that needs to go on anybody. I suppose I should not put it on the Ghast in case the Ghast decides to suicide. All right, I'm a little nervous about this. Okay, so we're summoning a demon. That means the number one thing I want is for the Ghast to get that weakened side. That's pretty much all I care about there. This one-shot's an imp. This stuns an imp, but I'd rather just kill an imp. This is good because it's like the best side for shielding and mana. Blanks, eek. All right, well, we do that. We kill an imp. Which imp do we kill? I think we kill the one that's hitting the Ghast for 4 because the Ghast is going to be taking damage when I cast spells. And I think I'm actually just going to whack Hexia with this. I know it hurts a lot, but we need to get going taking down Hexia. My strategy is try to get her to 6 HP and then do a Hex. We've got an extra demon on the field. We still have 3 imps from before. Once she rolls a side that actually does something, I'm going to be in a world of hurt. So it's unfortunate. Yeah, like that's just devastatingly bad. I didn't get my weaken in time. Now I got the weaken. A little too late. Okay, well, this is good because it saves people. This doesn't really do much now. If the demon were summoning or Hexia were summoning, I would keep it. I mean, it does reduce her incoming damage by 2. Actually, that's about as good as we can hope for. Fine. And then this is 10 damage. Okay, well, let's see. So we do 10 damage to the demon, I reckon. And we need to kill this demon. I don't have a good way of killing the demon because I can't... Okay, I can't burst because this thing needs to be taken out by a die. But the only die that I have is this. Well, that's what we're doing. So first, let me actually do like this. We do this so that these are both still dying, so I can do the spell rescue thing for basically... Oh, it's not free! No, it's not free because the Ghast takes 4 damage every time I do that. Never mind! Okay, so we need to now kill the demon. And then the Fate should, I guess, try to save herself. This is awkward. This is extremely awkward because these two are still just dying. I have this heat spell. Is there a world where I can use this? I know the Ghast is going to take a bunch of damage here, but it clears off the poison. I think I'm going to do that because I just don't want poison sitting around. Bash is going to die next turn because the Bash is pain, and I think I'm okay with it. I'm willing to suicide the Bash in exchange for doing a ton of damage to Hexia. Well, we got this stun. What do we need to get up to? This is 15 HP here. If I could get up to 15 HP... Let's see, I'm at 6. I can get up to 9. I'd have to hit Hexia pretty hard with the Ludus. It's not impossible. I'm not excited about taking mana because I can't use the mana without the gas dying. Oh, God. All right, well. All right, we got somewhere with it. So I could have the Ghast get 5 mana and die, and then the Fate with the dodge would dodge the mana burn from Hexia. So there's something going on there that I could try to do. Is there a way that I can get Hexia down to the point where I could stun and stop this demon from spawning? So we can heal the bash, not quite enough. Let's go balls to the walls Dickens with it here. We're gonna have the gas die. And let's just see, can we get Hexia down far enough that I can stun her? This is a weird line. We now still have to deal with Hexia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my God. Is there a way that I can somehow deal an odd number of damage? This is actually a serious issue because I don't think I can do 1 damage to her. I don't have a way of doing 1, right? Like, I mean, I guess at this point I'm banking on just killing her with one of these axes followed by a burst. Okay, what I think I need to do though, if I'm gonna take this line, I'm not gonna burst here. I'll just stun here, and then I'm going to burst this imp to death so that we can use the mana while the Fate is dodging all the mana burn and prevent the bash from being poisoned. So we stopped the demon spawn. She's summoning a demon again. If I roll stun again on bash, I will totally do it. And what we need here is a way to kill the imp. Remember, if I try to burst the imp to death, then the Fate will die, unless the Fate rolls the dodge. What is Hexia's HP? 9? Yeah, if I hit her with an axe for 4, it's gonna be 5, so I can't hex it. This will save the Fate, but I think I need to roll axes with the Paladin just to do damage to Hexia, and it sucks. It sucks that Hexia is going to summon a demon. Wait a minute, do I kill her? Oh my God, I exactly kill her. Exactly kill her. Oh my God. Jeepers creepers, that was a scary one. Woof. All right, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe if you did. Ooh, kill 100 imps. This seems terrible. Oh, great. Glad to have that in the pool. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.